Hi, everyone. Today is actually not a really good day. The shop is flooding downstairs, and I was able to buy myself a few minutes to come up here and make this video while I still have power because I'm being targeted by Media Matters. They recently put out an article that targets me and several other creators, but they are targeting my business for political gain in an effort to damage me, and they're committing libel in the process. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today, very quickly, before the water washes me away. Kicking a man while he's down. I know that you're shocked by this, right? Videos showing how to simulate or create fully automatic weapons are on YouTube, despite the platform's policies. YouTube is failing to adequately enforce its policies on firearms-related content, allowing videos with links to purchase guns and accessories, videos showing how to modify weapons to have fully automatic fire, and videos showing how to simulate fully automatic fire without a bump stock. First of all, time out. We're just going to take these in waves as we go. I don't link off site anywhere because, even if it's unrelated to firearms, it's just bad content creator policy to link off site. And you guys know this who've been watching the channel for any amount of time that's just something I just don't do here. So as far as the other accusations, let's look at exactly where they name me. A monetized video with over 900,000 views instructs users how to, quote, turn an AR into a Gatling gun by installing an alternate trigger mechanism in the form of a retractable trigger crank. Stop. What they're talking about is the FG15 video. I have two videos out on the FG15. One is the long form content, which is what they specifically link to in the article. And then there's also a short. I really like the shorts because I think it's a good way to accumulate impressions on potential new subscribers. They would be really pissed off if they saw how many views the short video got, but that's beside the point. The FG15, while they are quoting me here as an alternate trigger mechanism, after reading that and critically thinking about it, I actually think that my own description here is erroneous because the trigger mechanism of any firearm that is equipped with an FG15 remains completely unchanged. There is no alterations to the trigger mechanism whatsoever. There's no cutting and no changing of springs. You don't even have to open the firearm up to install the FG15. So as far as an alternate trigger mechanism, I actually think that my own description here is not technically correct because the FG15 is actually a grip. The trigger mechanism does not change whatsoever. The sear doesn't change. The trigger bar doesn't change. The disconnector doesn't change. There's no auto sear or anything like that in the firearm. So I could go back and alter the description, but I think on principle, I'm just going to leave it alone. But I would say that it's not technically right, but really, that's inconsequential. The real problem here is that if you go to the top of the header, it says that YouTube has failed to enforce its firearms policy, which prohibits content creators showing users how to modify guns for automatic fire or linking to sites where firearms are sold. Neither of those are true in the instance of my piece of content here. We did not link anywhere. And the header right above where I'm quoted says, Media Matters found videos showing users how to install accessories that enable automatic fire, including auto sears and Gatling triggers. And that jives with the title, Videos Showing How to Create Fully Automatic Weapons. You are insinuating a crime. That is libel, sir. The only difference there is that I hold an SOT, a federal firearms license with a special occupation tax stamp. It's an 07 license, which allows me to actually manufacture those devices. So without that knowledge, you are insinuating that I committed a crime. And farther down in the article, they say that they have uncovered instances where they have sent content creators to jail over their findings on YouTube. So you're playing a very dangerous game here, whoever the heck wrote this, by attempting to SWAT me. Not a good look, Media Matters. Now, the ATF knows that I have an 0702, but also the ignorant person that wrote this article clearly is out of touch with the concept of anything associated with manual cranks, because the manual crank operated firearm has existed for hundreds of years at this point in time and is recognized by the ATF on more than one occasion as being something that predated invention of fully automatic fire. Quote unquote Gatling gun, the manually operated Gatling gun, is not considered a machine gun. It is considered something in its own protected class. It does not become a machine gun until you attach some kind of electric motor on it. And the FG-15 is specifically designed so that you cannot attach any kind of direct motor to the thing. It's not possible to do that. You'd have to have some kind of additional transfer gear that allowed that to occur. And there's a lot of engineering there. But, you know, I don't really expect a brain dead person at Media Matters to be able to conceptualize that anyway, or know the background on that, because oftentimes whenever we see these people in actions, they're very thin on their subject matter expertise. What I think is going on here is really twofold. One, they were trying to get me in trouble with the law. And we know that organizations like the ATF have a tendency to roll in heavy. We saw the dude just the other day, the airport guy, get shot up at his home, right? So this is very serious, that what they're trying to do here. And then the second thing I believe that they're doing is trying to target my business by leaning on the service provider known as YouTube to say, hey, you have content that violates your own guidelines here. And that is absolutely not correct. You have to look at how they have their guidelines written. It says that I'm not allowed to show anybody how to install a Gatling trigger. It doesn't say that I'm not allowed to show a device that is a grip that can act as a Gatling device. It says that I'm not allowed to show people how to modify a firearm, and also that I'm not allowed to sell them to them or give them leads, as in links, through to any place where they can find those devices. And you can watch that video up and down and sideways, and you will not find any instance of me showing anybody how to install anything. So they're insinuating here that I violated content guidelines at YouTube in an attempt to derail my business, to damage my business financially. And that's just simply not cool. So if you would like to support the channel, I don't ask you guys very much for direct support, but I do have a meeting tomorrow with my attorney, and I'm sure that that's going to be relatively expensive. So that's all for today. I'm going to go deal with a flood. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you in another video here at the VSO Gun Channel, provided that, you know, YouTube doesn't take the bait. But I guess at least I will have standing at that point in time. Oh yeah, and I have to thank John Crump for bringing this to my attention. And I would also like to issue a message to my YouTube team. There's a lot of talk in this about some of the ambiguities on content guidelines. But what I know is absolutely in the content guidelines is that you are not allowed to do things off platform, even, that bring danger or damage to the community here at YouTube, including direct actions against content creators. YouTube, how does this not constitute trying to harm a fellow creator? I want to know what you're doing about Media Matters and what they're doing to your YouTube community. And now, since I didn't do it, I guess I'm going to put the sponsor slot at the end. Special thanks to Mission First Tactical for making today's video possible. Quick bookkeeping, guys. We now have 2 discount codes for Mission First Tactical, one for everything all the time, and then there's a special closeout code for you guys to take advantage of on things that they're going to discontinue, and you can get them at a steep discount. All that information over at the affiliates page.